Hello everybody, and I am your boy 8-Bit Joseph, coming to you with the YouTube video called Is It Worth It? Now, a lot of you know, back in the day, before I got the Moto G4 Play, I had the Moto E 2nd Gen. Now, the question about this phone is, even though it's still one of Verizon's selected Moto phones, the one of the few still selected Moto phones, a lot of you may ask, is it worth it? Now, coming in at a price of $50 in Walmart, actually a couple months before the Moto G4 Play came out, was the Moto E 2nd Gen coming in at $50. Now, I got mine for $40 because I got it at a store called Fred's, the superstore we have here in Cape, where you can usually get stuff for a cheaper price than what you would at a regular store. Now, this phone has 1 gigabyte of RAM on it and all, which isn't really the best. I mean, for a $40, $50 phone these days, you can usually get a phone with 1.5 gigabytes of data. Not data, RAM, other than what the Moto E 2nd Gen has. Also, another bad alternative about this phone is it only has 8 gigabytes of internal storage. Now, a lot of you say, oh, I don't care about the storage and stuff. But if you're like me, you may like to keep your things updated. Now, as you can see, I have everything updated here. All the pre-installed apps and some regular apps that I actually downloaded, including Slendy Tubby, Show, D Recorder, Power Director, YouTube Creator Studio, and that's about it. Now, here's one of the downfalls to this phone. Since it is a phone that came out in the 2015 and 16 era, you will run out of storage fast after updating every app and just looking to get a few side apps away from the Moto G4 Play. I noticed that the storage went down quickly after auto updating everything. With a total of 1.9 gigabytes left available, you really might want an SD card if you're going to get this phone. But not even that will help you, as we all know, all the storage does not go, directly to the SD card. Also for music and all that stuff. Yeah. Now, if you're wanting to use this phone as a side phone for music and you do slip an SD card in, it is easier than the Moto G4 Play and all other Motorola updated 6.0 phones. Now, I don't know about 7.0 as of Motorola is releasing those updates late. Since this phone still runs Android 5.0.1, you won't be, able to do all the newer stuff on this phone. It's on Lollipop, and they want to keep it that way. That's just what they wanted. Other than the India ones, they get upgraded to 6.0.1. That makes you realize that the Moto E 2nd Gen might not be the top phone you want. Now, another thing, even since this phone is on 5.1, there is an upside to it other than the other Motorola phones that are newer. With this one being on this update, you can easily move apps to your SD card if you have one. Move Your Media is a great one. As you see me clicking on the gray, it is very helpful. You can move videos, photos, and music with 2 taps. It's really that easy. I don't see why Motorola got rid of that feature. That was really the best thing about this phone. With Motorola these days, you have to mount your SD card. Everything you had on it before gets immediately erased. Samsung follows in those same footsteps. So guys, there are some ups and downs about this phone. Is it worth it? I would say it's a good side phone, but if it's the phone you want to get for a main phone, I would actually up the ante a little bit. This phone is not the best. With a 5 megapixel back camera and a 0.1 megapixel front camera, or around that, it's really not worth it. If you're looking to make memories, the back camera might be the only way to do it. But that's about all. As you can see, this phone does run out of storage fast. It's actually better than the other phones I have, and after auto resetting it, it still goes fast. But is it worth it? I'll let you decide in the comments below. But that is checking out the Moto E second generation? Is it worth it?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe. This is 8-Bit Joseph signing out.